Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. The 49ers continue to move through the season and want to find a way to secure win number 3 on the year. It's the Vikings going up against the 49ers.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the San Francisco. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man on the out route. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And that is what you call a hit step. Put down to the ground hard, right there at the 43. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. They give him a gain of 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 47-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. First carry for Carlos Hyde. Oh, and now he bowls him over. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 49. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Again, it's Hyde. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. Looking to throw. He dumps it to Hyde. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
The play clock's running down. They'll go with a keeper. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. Now this time he'll look to throw. Going up top. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Set up to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Sharif Floyd able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. Now with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They'll face a third down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. DeMarcus Walker in there to drop him for a loss on the play. On play action, they'll throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. 23 yards on the play. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
10 yards still left on 2nd down.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Leopard! Hurry up! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go.
Back to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Love. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A very solid gain of 27. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. DeForest Buckner in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. To throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. He'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. DeForest Buckner in there to get him. And that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 49 yards. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this. To throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Eric Armstead in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
And he's got it up and through. The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. An update from Denver. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. It's time
shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They go play action here on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be... First down, well done. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll look to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They're going to look to throw. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The Niners on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Hurry up, here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Come on, let's go.
They'll look to throw here. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here's Ryan Allen now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Out to the flat for Hyde. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Charles. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. First down, a run with Hyde. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Come on, let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Patriot! Now that's the charge!
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Here's Hyde. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. From the pistol, they'll run with Hyde. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. They run it again with Hyde. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Now let's go!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
On the counter, this is Hyde. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high.
Now the ball comes loose, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. Second down here.
Here we go now. Watch it now. Oh, let's go. Boom, right there. Leopard.
They'll set up a throw. Forced out to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends.
All right, now look at 56.
They'll run on first down. Baker. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually...
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. And he's able to put it through. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The Vikings on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Second down now after the pass completion.
All right, here we go.
A give running right, it's high. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They run again with Hyde on first. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
All right, here we go.
Now Hyde running right. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On 2nd down, Hyde. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Complete here. It's Hyde. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. 34 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Looking to throw. Flushed out right. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Eli Harold in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Ryan 38. Ryan 38. Ohio. Ohio. Let's round. Let's round. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Kill. Hurry up. No. Hurry up, Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
No. Check, Patriot.
They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A gain of 32 that time. Gronkowski, slot left. They'll run for it with Hyde. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Carlos Hyde with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Throwing left side. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 yards the gain for number 18. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now high. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Another tote for the afternoon workhorse. It's high. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second down following the run. Here comes the D swarming to the line. That one looks like he'll throw here. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll be their second, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Now a handoff as they run left side. Avoids him at the 40. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone to the chalk of the 20. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And now a first down following that long gain.
Let's go!
Now a give right side. Baker. And he'll be taken down here, and that is is how this one is going to come to an end. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the 49ers, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Arizona Cardinals next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.